Okay guys, we've got us 1 stick of melted butter. We're fixing to make us some brown rice. Got 2 cups of long grain white rice that we're just going to stir around in this melted butter until we get it brown, guys. That's what we're doing, is just browning it. Stir it around so all the kernels can get in that butter and be yummy, yummy. It is unsalted butter. I love this kind of brown rice. It's not as healthy as using brown rice. Now, if you use brown rice, I'm not really sure how long you'd have to cook it. Cook this for an hour even. You'd have to cook it probably pretty good longer if you're using regular brown rice. But anyhow, to this, we're adding 1 small diced onion. This is kind of a medium-ish small diced onion. Dice it as little as you want. Onions are something you can leave out, guys. It is optional. Optional. Still getting used to this stove. Seems like it's on. I can say it seems like it should be cooking a little bit more. There's my chili I warmed up for lunch. And then to this, guys, both of the onions and what I'm fixing to add, which is mushrooms, are optional. And I'm only adding a half a cup of 13.25 ounce thing of mushrooms. That's just because me and Sonny and Dusty like mushrooms, and mushrooms are good. Guys, mushrooms are good for your brain. They're good for the prevention of Alzheimer's. Or dementia. I'm not saying it actually will prevent it, but they said mushrooms are good for your brain. So I try to eat mushrooms. Try to eat them at least twice a week. I'd love to eat them every day, to be honest with you. But anyhow, so we've got them all in there. I'm not gonna keep you on. We're gonna keep stirring this around, and then I'll bring you back and show you what we're looking for it to get. Okay? I'll be back. Okay, guys, just want to come back on and remind you, you need to stir this quite often. But y'all see how it's starting to brown up? That's what we're looking for our rice to get brown. But you don't, in the meantime, you don't want your onions to burn either, so you just have to keep it stirred. We'll be back when it's ready to finish out the casserole. Okay, guys, it's getting there. Just see how pretty and brown the rice has gotten now. And this takes the longest part because you don't want to do it fast. You don't want to wind up burning your rice. But we're going to call that done. You can get a little bit browner if you want it, but we're going to call that done. Okay? Look how pretty. Food is pretty to me. Okay, now to this, we're going to add 2 cans of beef consomme. Make sure you use the beef consomme, guys, because it's stronger, it's more concentrated. And then we're going to add 2 cans of beef broth. And I just bought the big beef broth and just use these cans. Okay. Now I'm going to slide you back a little bit. Got our casserole dish that we're just going to pour everything into. And you can just pour your rice in there and mix it together, guys, but it ain't no, I mean, it's all going to the same place, same difference. And if you had a smaller dish that, you know, than this big one, guys, just don't fill it up to about, give yourself at least half a room. It doesn't swell much. The rice does, but I'm talking about like the whole volume of stuff. And then we're gonna put tinfoil over that, and this is a no-peak dish. You just cover it with your tinfoil, and you put it in a 375 degree oven for 1 hour. Now, if you have a thinner, like you only cook 1 cup, you cut everything in half, then you would cook it for less time. I would probably cook it for maybe just 45 minutes because it's thinner and it'll cook faster. Okay, now that's ready to go in the oven. 375 for 1 hour. All right, we'll be back. Okay, guys, our brown rice is out of the oven. Oh my goodness, look. And I didn't tell y'all this. Oh, it's so strange. I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn that oven. The mushrooms and the onions ride to the top. So if you have somebody that doesn't like them, simply scrape them over to the side. But guys, this stuff is so yummy. So yummy. But that's what it looks like when it's done. I'm gonna cover it back up. I'll be having supper. It'll be a little later because I've got my green beans in the oven. We're fixing to mix up the cornbread dressing. And then a little later on, I'll make the dumplings. So I'm going to have an amazing supper. Just be small bites because I don't eat a whole lot. But then tomorrow night, when Sonny and them get home, we get to have the whole spread again. I'm so excited. All right. That's it for our brown rice, guys.